Okay, let's go.
Tell you this morning that your story doesn't just affect you, that the story of the miracle that God is doing in your life, that the story of how you have peace in the midst of crazy circumstances, the story of how you have joy when there's no reason that you should, that story, people need your story. And your story is what will give other people the hope that they need.
I want to say Jesus Christ is the most compelling person I have ever met. He has revolutionized my life, and it is an honor. It is nothing. I have not given even an inch degree of what Jesus Christ has ever given to me.
Y'all, she fell asleep in church, but she came alive at Cold Stone. So we're headed to Love is Red, second night. And we are pumped, we're ready, going down the hallway because we're a mile away from the elevator, right? So we're going to be late because Jessica had taken so long to get ready. It's going to take about 30 to get over there. Oh, God. I'm just kidding. It only took about 30 seconds because we're right across the road.
Yeah, we are. We're excited.
What's up, everybody? Day 2 of Love is Red 2018 here in Canton, Ohio. And I have to say, Jessica, today has been my favorite day so far. I know there's tomorrow, but everything that's been said today has been incredible. It's been amazing. And I believe it set me on fire for what God has in my life. What do you say?
Definitely, from the morning session to the breakout sessions for the leadership, everything that was said today, praise and worship, Jesus Culture done a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job.
Just took us right to the throne of Jesus.
Brought Jesus right down where we were.
Amen.
I just believe too for myself is that everything that was said today, I feel like it hit the topic of identity. And tonight, the preacher, Meakin Carter, he spoke with such boldness about his life and what God was speaking to him for this conference specifically. And I think it was all about identity. He brought about the prodigal son, and I promise I'm stealing this message from this dude. But the prodigal son, he said there's something he didn't realize about it was the son always knew who the father was, but the son did not know who he was. And even when he wanted to go back to the father's house, he still saw himself as a servant. And not as a royal son, but as a servant. It blew my stood right there, and I was like, God, just come down, do what you need to do in my life, because I feel like it hit me. And I feel like seeing the altar full of people tonight and the teens that responded to the call not knowing who they were. I believe that us in the United States, us in churches in general, we just have an identity crisis. And I think that's what God is really focusing on in this season of our lives, is to respond to us and allow us to realize who we really are. And I think that's what today really hit on is who are you in the kingdom? Who are you in the body of Christ? Why are you here? And the only way you can find that out is through God. Amazing. Today was amazing at Love is Red.
Yeah, definitely. I was just like, as he was preaching, just sitting there thinking, whenever he was asking, do you know who you are? You sit and you think, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a praise and worship leader, you may be a teacher or whatever, but who are you? And, he just asks the question, and it makes you just sit there and think, who am I? And then, you can easily say, well, I'm a child of God, but do you mean that? Do you know exactly what that means?
Are you operating in that, or are you living it out on a daily basis? God spoke that over you, but are you fulfilling the calling that God has on your life? And I think that Love is Red, and something I think we said last year about Love is Red is I believe it's just an authentic atmosphere. And I think that the one thing we have got to go back to is, who are you? Who are we in the body of Christ? Who has God called us to be? Because we will never be satisfied or happy with our lives until we operate in who God has called us to be.
Right. You can look look like you have it completely together on the outside, but at the end of the day, who are you? What's going on in the inside? Get back to that genuine place with God. Get back to, you know, an altar. Build an altar for yourself. You know, find that private place with Jesus and just find yourself.
Find yourself. And I think the one thing that I vowed, we had a thing with our family on New Year's Eve, and instead of doing a church this year, instead of going really big, we did just a small party with our family, and there was something we put in this little jar of our resolutions. But one thing I put in my resolution, and I let the family know too, is Finding Me 2018. And I've been vowed to that for the last few months, is finding out who I am. And I know that, you know, it's easy to say I'm a preacher and I love Jesus and I know who I am in God. But no, finding out who Ty is beneath all of that, and beneath all the church and the religion and everything I've been taught over the years. But who am I? Who has God really called me to be? Not who my pastor says I am, or what that parking lot prophet told me I was. Who am I? And so I've been on a journey in the last few months about finding me, taking snippets of different clips and listening to people preach and listening to songs, really digging into my heart, finding out who I am. And so I almost encourage you tonight too, is to start finding out who you are. Write it down, make a vision, make it plain. Our lives have been wrecked today. I feel that, especially with Pastor Jude speaking the way he did. Y'all have got to hear this dude. We'll have more about him posted it, but this man is just incredible. The speakers, they were incredible. Love is Red is incredible. You guys have got to get to Canton, Ohio next March to Love is Red 2019. It's already in the making. It's already in the plans. You've got to get here because it's incredible. It's life-changing.
It is.
We're just so excited about translating what God is speaking to us while we're here, and we want to encourage you. We love you. Stay connected to us because God is taking us places. There is revival about to break out in this land, and I believe that we're going to be part of that. We are going to be a part of that. Every person, if you would just listen to what God is speaking to you, there is revival breaking out exactly where you are.
Yeah.
God's doing it.
Just get connected.
Get connected, stay connected,
Yeah.
Stay faithful to God, seek, pray, go after God, because you're going to find Him. And when you find Him, other people will be looking for Him through you.